And you have to make this a conversation in a language that they can understand. And so I want you guys to think from that lens. I want you to view things from that lens. Is the insurance placement paramount to what we're doing? Absolutely is. It's the angle that we use to get in. It's the common knowledge that these people, have, amongst. It's one thing in common with all business owners. They know that some of these people are going to solicit them for their insurance. And I'm not even saying that the marketing tactics, you've heard me talk about it when we talk about the telemarketing piece. I'm not even saying that the marketing tactics need to be around total cost of risk or getting overly created. I'm saying keep it simple and get in front of these people, then let your message do the speaking. But, let's face it, there's not, I've said this a few times now, there's not a college course out there called How to Procure Insurance for My Business. So these people learn from us, and it's why we need to be the ones that are out there educating them. And, a lot of people will tell you that they have their prospects dialed in to the point that they will only take meetings if they hear the right things. I'm of a little bit of a different mindset. I'm extremely selective in who I'll actually bring into my book of business, but I'll take a first appointment with anybody. I don't care. If they say, do you want to bid my insurance? Do you want to quote my insurance? That's fine. What that tells me is these people have been conditioned to buy insurance through the quoting and bidding process. And it's a huge opportunity for me to educate them on all of the other things that go into the risk management function of their business. And so that just tells me that if I go in and talk about return to work, or I talk about the experience mod, or I talk about any number of, we could get into coverage things like I can be willing to bet you over 50% of the business owners out there have no idea how their business income is structured. They don't know the difference between co-insurance, actual loss sustained, and monthly limit of indemnity. Okay, well, guess what? That's something that you can bring up because it's a major problem here in Florida. If you have an AmRisk property policy and you have your business income at 1/12th, that's probably not going to be overly advantageous for you in the event that you have a loss to your property. I've got a client right now that was not with me. He was in during my period of non-compete when Irma came through, and I brought him back on the books after my non-compete had expired. And during the time that he wasn't with me, had a pretty nasty hurricane claim, and that thing is still not closed on the business income, and it's already paid out like $1.8 million. So just even understanding those things to look for. I think we get so caught up in the fact that we need to be insurance experts. I'm not saying that you shouldn't know policy forms and you shouldn't be technical in your coverage. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying you have to remember your client isn't. And you have to make this a conversation in a language that they can understand. And I will tell you that the one thing that all of them have in common is they all speak fluent operation.